Welcome to Mission Control London. I'm sitting here contemplating the question, how am I shaping my digital future? It reminds me of one of my favourite quotes. To know your future, you must know your past. I was born in 1969, the year we walked on the moon, a truly monumental event and culmination of technology.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Things moved slowly at first, but I started to grow. I had a brother who was 4 years older than me. He was into pinball and girls, and I was always trying to compete with him. I had to find my own game, and I found it in the digital realm. At first it was only available in an arcade, but then it was available in our homes. This is where my digital future truly began. Just marvel at the speed of this new technology. This high-tech evolution was played on a futuristic controller. The events of 1969 had obviously inspired many others. Influenced by the lunar landing, games turned their attention to space and the defense of Earth. But we wanted more, and we got it, in colour. The future was all before us. We even got our first home computer. In the late 70s and early 80s, I was forced to have an education, but even here, the revolution continued.
A, B, C.
In 1982, ABBA released the first music compact disc, and a new format was born. Even so, by 1983, the MTV generation had appeared, and video had killed the radio star. In high school, things got serious. We could now watch and record films at home and program computers without touching the keyboard. Just as I left high school, telecommunications started to transform. Not always for the better though. It was time to head for the 90s. In the mid-90s, I ventured off to university, where I remember a lecturer asking me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I replied that I wanted to be in a business combining informatics and marketing. I think I wrote a paper about it using the latest word processing technology of the day. Business informatics was about to explode, and we were all issued with our free of charge edition of A New Way to View the World. Around this time I became interested in databases, specifically Microsoft Access, relating data to create new insights. At around the same time, a new technology raised its head, and I spent many nights trawling the web. Towards the end of my university days, Nokia released the 9000 Communicator, which was the first mobile phone with internet access. Of course, I could not afford one, but the internet was now mobile. After university, I joined a technology company that was making instruments to collect and transmit water quality data. I created the company's first website and built an Access database to record and report our sales. I also installed their first CRM, Maximizer. A small startup called Google was on the scene. I wonder what they will do. We were all riding the dot-com boom and looking for new places to satisfy our desire for free music. Well, it did go boom, but amongst the gloom and doom, there was one company that managed to turn a profit and prove a new business model. In 2002, I moved to the UK. How would I keep in touch with all my family and friends back home? Technology came to my rescue again. This was like a flashback to my space-inspired youth. And just when I thought it couldn't get any better, along came Wi-Fi. It was time to get social. From here, the hits just kept coming, and now we were truly mobile. I maintained my interests in databases and CRM. Salesforce came along and took us all to the cloud. Well, marriage, a house, and a family soon followed. Most weekends you'll find me in DIY mode. But where did I learn all my newfound skills? From my new best friend, of course, YouTube. A self-guided learning experience. It taught me everything I know. It even helped me create this video today. So where do we find ourselves now? COVID has certainly seen us doing a few things differently. Now we have video healthcare appointments. Everything we need or want is delivered to our door. Movies now come on demand with an unimaginable choice. You can even have your own channel on YouTube and make your own viral videos. We have cryptocurrencies and life is happening in real time. Expectations are increasing and new challenges are everywhere. So back to the question, how am I shaping my digital future? Well, I've been doing it all my life and I expect you have too. But what advice can I offer to all of you out of this? Be open to it. Be ready to create and accept change. Set your own path and learn from your experiences, even the embarrassing ones. Understand that this is always changing and evolving, and that your goal in all of this is to remain fully enabled.